Start.
Hello, how are you doing? My name is Mohammed Mohsin and welcome to this final presentation of our CIC project. So my name is Mohammed Mohsin and I'm the group leader of group number 12. With me I have Mr. Basim who is online with us. He's in Pakistan, and we have Mr. Suhail and we have Mr. Faisal. So let me give you a brief overview about what the project was and what is the company about. So the company name is ZAPCO. And this is our team. Okay, so ZAPCO is a group of companies which was established in 2015. Their main target is the industrial and construction services, and they expanded the operation in 2019, and they mostly operate the UAE government projects. So their core specializations, they have steel structure fabrication, they have power plant installations, pipeline works, mechanical maintenance services, and MEP works, and so on and so on. And beside this construction thing, they have another small company which is known as ZAPCO Travel and Tourism, which focuses on travel and tourism and helps people get more exciting offers related to travel. And these are the ways of communications which we did with our clients. And take us. Basim, are you there? Hello?
When we first sat down with the client, our goal was to really understand what is needed on the website.
Basim, can you please start?
Thank you, Mohsen. When we first sat down with the client, our goal was to really understand what they needed from this website. ZAPCO had a few requirements that they wanted from the website. They wanted the site to properly show the range of services they offer and to highlight the government project that they have been involved in since 2019. Those were important milestones for them. They also wanted the website to reflect who they were as a company: professional, trustworthy, and experienced. And because they prefer to handle updates on their own, they asked that we use platforms like Wix so that they can update it later on. So with all this in mind, I made a prototype. It covered the main assets that they asked for: services, company profile, and a clean organized layout that was simple to navigate. When we first shared this first project with them, they appreciated the effort and the structure, but they also gave us some really helpful feedback. While it might be technically, it didn't quite capture the tone or visual style they were hoping for. So instead of just making small adjustments, we decided to remake the whole prototype from scratch. We used this feedback as a guide and started working on a fresh version that could feel more aligned with their expectations.
Thank you, Basim, for giving us a brief on the prototypes which we presented and the client's requirement. My name is Suhail, and I will be explaining the SWOT analysis and the methodology used behind the project after the completion of and successfully delivering the project. The SWOT analysis contains of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Can we do strengths? So the strengths were we delivered a website which matched the client's design, the client's expectations, and the client also cooperated with us very like they were very cooperative, and apart from that, we demonstrated flexibility using Figma and Wix and other tools like Canva and Postinger and Visual Studio. The weaknesses of this project were, however, minor delays or some overdue with the clients, like they were mostly busy and we couldn't get a hold of them sometimes. But it was a bit of frustration, but in the end, we were able to achieve a good communication thanks to Mr. Faisal. And then the limited backend or live implementation, the website before that we thought we just had to give it to the client without making it live. But then we thought, why not make it live so the client is very satisfied for us. But the website, however, does have a backend like a Google form, not a Google form, a form which you fill in, and then the client and about inquiries, and the client is then contacting you about the inquiry which you have. We have opportunities for us as a project team and the client also. The client's presence was limited online before this project, and then after we made them the project, the website, and made it live for them, it enhanced their capability of approaching many clients, many more clients. Secondly, this also gave us an experience of how things work in real life, apart from having it in theory. And then we were having some threats also. We had threats like client may have faced some technical knowledge, like they needed to require some technical knowledge or technical terms we needed to introduce to them so that they could understand the whole structure, the whole front end and back end, which was included in the website. And maybe in future the market trends change, and the website may have some changes, but this is a small threat compared to that of explaining and the technical implementation of the website to the client. Now let's move on to the timeline of the project. From March 11 to 17, we researched and gathered the material for the project, and then from the March 18 to 24, we created the rough outline and shared it with the client, as Basim said, the first prototype. And then after 24th April, that was the time period which we got the rejection from the client, like they didn't want the first prototype, and then we made in that time period the second prototype, and then at 1st April to 7th April, the client submitted their queries and everything, and then we started working on from 8th April onwards till 14th of April, and then the work took approximately like 1 month or so, and then the final version of the website was ready by 13th of May, and then edits were also made and some small changes which the client accepted it also. In fact, the client appreciated us that we introduced these changes. Now we'll be going on to the workflow of the system architecture, a main part of our group project, which was we conducted client meetings through Faisal, the communication person, and we designed the prototypes of Figma with the help of Basim and Musin, and I was also included in that. I was as a lead UX designer. We finalized all the tools we will be using, and then the architect or the workflow of this project was set to as agile methodology, where we introduced the waterfall system in our own. Next slide. This is the basic flow chart of what happened. We started, we founded our team, and then we organized our search, and then as you can see, we have this SWOT analysis which we implemented it. We chose agile method as our methodology, and then we set up with tools, and then prototype 1 was presented. It was rejected. We went back for prototype 2, and then the client approved it. And then this is a stage where our final client review was presented, and then the delivery and launch, and the website went live. And the testing phase was in this section of the website where agile methodology is implemented. Here we have a basic introduction of what agile is. It is when people work on projects and they need to divide each big task into small parts, and they work it step by step along the completion of the way. Why we used agile method? It was easier for us to divide the work, and then we created 2 prototypes. Like the first one was reviewed and rejected, leading to a more reflected one, and then approved the second one. Like in agile methodology, if you don't have one thing approved, you need to go back to the testing phase of it and then redesign it and then approve it. So this is what we implemented as we had our agile method to adopt changes quickly and frequently.
You,
And this
you have not followed the latest slides template I have shared. This one is for first presentation.
first presentation.
I have shared that in
Workflow.
WhatsApp on Google Drive as well.
Workflow.
And in the second presentation, you need to highlight your individual contributions.
Individual.
That's the next part of the presentation.
That is next part.
This one.
Okay, move to that part
Okay.
where you have individual contributions.
Individual contribution before the prototype was presented, right? So this was Basim's. He explained his part. Now Mohsin will come in.
Okay.
Then he will explain his part.
Okay, Mohsen, you explained this already, or you are going to explain?
I will explain it again. So
If you
first,
have done that, that's fine. What is your part in this?
My part in this was making the Mohsin, the UX design. Me and Mohsin, we made the website live also together, and the UX design included in this was also.
You are Suhail.
This also, yeah, I'm Suhail. So me and Mohsin we did this collaborative, and the website was also made live by both of us.
so the client meeting was done by Faisal,
Okay.
and at the end, the client agreed with this. But
This design.
as you know, the prototypes are prototypes; they're not the final product. So the final product is somewhat similar to this, but the client was like very happy with it. And Faisal will like to tell us about the tools we used.
What about Wasim?
Basim presented the prototype one. He explained it already. He was also a UI UX designer, user interface and user
Both
experience.
slide about the three.
Yeah.
And what about front end design?
Front end design I will show you because at the end, from the client side, we had some issues with regarding to domains.
Mhm.
So the client and we as students, we decided to go with the hosting our website builder, and we built them the website over there. And I will just show you the website.
So what hosting did was provided us a domain, and then we create the website type, which is multi-page, and then the domain is named after the company itself. So it's zapoe.com, and then when you search it on your phone or WhatsApp, it will come up in front of you.
And this website is fully functional, working front-end and back-end. In back-end, we have only the contact us form, and that will be stored.
The form which I explained.
That's it.
So this is the live.
Is this live right now?
Yeah, this is live. As you can see.
OEM.com is
Who purchased this domain?
this is from the client. They already had this one, so we were having some troubles connecting the domain from hosting it to Wix.com.
And the client is using this website now?
Yes.
Officially?
Officially, Faisal confirmed it also. So this is not just a single page. There are multiple details also to it. If you can, so the client had 3 sub companies which we included in this also.
Okay.
So I meant 4 sub companies, Zapo contracting, and each
And
company
these
has
images, from where you got these images?
These images are like stock images.
Stock images.
some are stock and
Copyrights
some
or free of?
Free of copy.
some are stock and some we made our designs in Canva also.
And each
Go
of these
to our
are
services page. Okay. Have you used any template for this, or this is raw HTML or CSS?
no, this is like Postinger's website builder. It's like simple
Postinger.
Yeah, the client allowed us to do this, to use the flexibility. However, we included some of HTML and CSS into it.
Okay.
Faisal will tell us more about the tools which we.
What about your promotional video?
Also,
We have only. This is just for 15 seconds.
So we made this on the style of Instagram Reels and TikTok because the usage of the majority of the population is vertically. So this will help them improve their client reach and ratings.
Have you created the technical walkthrough video?
No. Walkthrough video, we are working on it. Half of us have done our part, and half of us we are waiting for the.
In this folder, I am not able to see your complete documents.
They will be uploaded after the presentation.
Weekly log and all that stuff.
They will be uploaded right after the presentation.
It should be completed, okay?
Yeah, right.
And one more thing, what about your individual contribution?
Individual contribution documents.
Yeah.
The documents are also prepared. It will be uploaded right after the
So
presentation.
you agreed on equal contribution?
Yeah, we agreed on equal contribution.
Because everyone has their own parts. The Faisal participated in contacting with the clients and communication with the clients, what they need and what they don't need. And me and Sohail work on the UI and development part, and Basim also did some part of it.
Basim also does it.
So everyone is equal in this.
Okay.
So Faisal will now guide us to what tools we use.
I think it's fine. It's fine. So we can stop this. Just update this Google Drive now.
Okay.
And also